Hello, my name is Ivan Palacios, and my thesis is about whether can one turn a bad situation or a bad thing into a good. If so, how and what are the necessary steps to it? So this argument has always been about in my head throughout all of high school because it's very relatable. My first year at ACA, I got held back a year. So I had two options, whether to sit around, be angry and feel ashamed, or move forward, learn from your mistakes, and just turn this situation into a good one. And it actually worked. Made new friends, learned a lot, and overall I was just thinking maybe just getting held back wasn't such a bad thing after all. It sucked in the beginning, but you just had to go with the flow. And so with wrestling with this argument, I had to kind of shape it in a way where it wasn't a yes or a no question. It had to be very vague, because in my situation it was a yes answer, but so much how. And so that's what I was trying to figure out in this thesis. And so I had very good sources, because most of these characters all had a bad thing happen to them, but they all had fixed it by going onto an adventure or a journey. One of my main sources was Sir Gawain and the Green Knight, where in the beginning the Green Knight came and offered a challenge for someone to have this axe and stroke them on the back of the neck, and in return the Green Knight would have to do the same thing, but that knight had to go look for him. And Sir Gawain had accepted that challenge, and he did it, but the Green Knight survived it. And so now Gawain had to go look for him, and in doing so, Gawain had encountered this journey where he went through different obstacles of trying to find the Green Knight and eventually finding him, but it wasn't actually him. That was part of this whole game plan, where he found this castle, that there was this king that took him under his wing. But Gawain didn't know that until the end, where he saw the Green Knight and explained to him that this was all a test, and that he passed it because even though he was destined to die, it was in him that he learned a lot from it. The Green Knight actually gave him a nick on his neck, but it wasn't it was a mark on there. And so Gawain actually treated that mark as a trophy and used it to show everyone else at his hometown that, what he learned from this journey and what it means to be a noble, virtuous knight. Because Gawain could have easily just put clothes over that scar and just hid it from everyone else, but no, he wanted to show everyone what he went through and what this experience taught him as a knight. Another good book was The Christmas Carol. This is one of my favorite ones because it's just a great example what this argument stands for. Scrooge has always been this angry old man who doesn't care about Christmas, but with the adventures that the three spirits, past, future, and present, gave him, he realized that he had to change for the good, because he saw what could have happened to him if he kept acting this way, and eventually death. And so by Scrooge seeing all these bad things that could end up happening to him if he keeps on becoming this bad spirit towards Christmas, he realized that he has to change for the good, and so that's what he does. So overall, my argument of can someone turn a bad situation or a bad thing into a good, and if so, how? As you see, these characters have to go through something or adventure or journey to realize what that good is and that bad. And so overall, it's a yes, but there's more to it. You have to explain the journeys they go through, what they realize, and sometimes these characters hit a bump on the road. That's how I'm explaining my argument. Thank you, and I hope you listen to my argument.